Could you watch this video? Would you watch this video? Should you watch this video? Well, stick around to find out. This is Celta English with me, Frank. So what are we talking about? Should, could, would. Well, these are all auxiliary verbs that describe things that might happen, or a possibility of happening, or that ought to happen. What's the difference between could, would and should? Well, let's make sure we're saying them correctly, because the spelling doesn't help much, does it? Let's look at the phonetic spelling here. So could is spelt like that, but we say could. Would sounds like would. You know, like chopping a tree down. A tree is wood. And should is written like this, but sounds like this. So first of all, we have to say it right. Once we have the correct pronunciation, what kind of words are could, would and should? Well, they are auxiliary verbs. And so they're usually used in conjunction with other information that clarifies the meaning of the sentence. So let's look at some examples so we can understand how they are used and how this can help us to speak better British English. Okay, let's look at number one. Jack could call the doctor on Friday. So here we see that could refers to a possibility. He could do this action. It's a possible action he may take. Jack could call the doctor on Friday. Now, would. Let's look at this one. Jack would call the doctor on Friday. Now you see that clarification is needed to understand the sentence properly. But would refers to something that might happen, but probably won't happen because of the situation the person is, the subject, that is Jack. Because of a situation, he would call the doctor, but he can't. So we see it's a possibility, but an unlikely possibility. Should. Jack should call the doctor on Friday. See, this talks about an obligation or a good decision, something he ought to do for his own or others' benefit. Jack should call the doctor on Friday. So they're the basic meanings of could, would and should. Let's look at each one now and understand the way we can use it, what it means in certain contexts. Okay? So as we said, could, would and should usually need more information to clarify the meaning of the sentence. So let's look at 3 sentences using the word could to help us understand that. Kate could go to the gym on Monday morning, but she has to visit her aunt. So that's she could, but she has something else she needs to do. Another example with Kate going to the gym. So Kate could go to the gym on Monday if she isn't too busy. So there's a possibility that it could happen, but there is a but, and that could change the outcome of the event. So let's look at another one. If we want to go for that meal on Sunday, Kate could go to the gym on Monday. If this happens, then that could happen. Okay, that's could. 3 different ways we can use could. Would you like to look at the next one? Larry would travel to Spain in March if he had the money. So that indicates that he would travel, the event would take place if he had the money. But presently, he doesn't. So Larry would travel to Spain in March if he had the money. Okay, let's look at the next sentence with would. Larry would travel to Spain in March, but he has to visit his family. So Larry wants to travel, but he has an obligation that would change that outcome. If he had a ticket, Larry would travel to Spain in March. So the travel depends on the first part of the sentence. So if he had a ticket, Larry would travel in March to Spain. Yep. Okay, should. Should. This is where it means It's wise, or it's an obligation, or it's something that will be beneficial if it takes place. Let's read this sentence. Mary should eat more vegetables because she only eats chocolate and bacon. So it's best, or it's a good idea, that Mary eats something other than chocolate and bacon. And that'll be beneficial, that'll be good for her. So you see, should. She should do this. Mary should eat more vegetables if she wants to stay healthy. Mary should, or it would benefit Mary if she ate more vegetables. In this case, to stay healthy. You know, one of your 5 a day. Mary just has chocolate and bacon, it seems. So eat more vegetables, Mary. Now the last sentence, if she wants to improve her diet, Mary should eat more vegetables. So if she wants to be healthy, if she wants to feel better, she should eat more vegetables. So we have could, would, and should. Could you subscribe to my channel? Would you leave me a like? Should you leave a comment? Yes, please. And don't forget, CELTA English offer one-to-one courses and group courses. And if you want to take advantage of that, please send me a message on Instagram or email me to celtaenglish@gmail.com. So let me know and we can talk about all the details of these classes. And if you want to know more about the structure of English sentences, then look at this video right here. See you next time. This is CELTA English with me, Frank.